Yeah. Yeah. You know what it is. That straight kingdom talk, baby. You know how I'ma do it. Right. And I ain't going nowhere. 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 So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Watch me hit him with this 1-2 knockout KO. This time it's all or nothing, and I ain't playing around. They tried to overlook me cause I wasn't in the in crowd. Well, I'm back at it, so you know it's going down. And I'm all up in their face, so they gotta see me now. With that raw lunch. Oh, hey, what is up, everybody? It is a 5-Star Friday. I was just rocking out there with the music. I had a little
get lost in the jam, man. I'm telling you,
jam for a minute. It is a 5-Star Friday, and I am your boy Tony Clapper, aka the Clapback Kid, aka the Chatham Up Champ, aka Mr. 5-Star, and I'm in the building. What is going on? And always, I'm joined with Ryan, the originator.
woo!
Greetings,
phenomenal.
salutations, happy Friday. I'm exhausted. It's fucking Friday. Let's go!
Let's do it. Let's start this weekend. Fifi, phenomenal. What's happening?
Top of the evening to you, Tony. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. So glad to make it to the end of this week. I'm so excited for this nice little verses we got going on. But we got some other great people here on the show, too. So
be a banger.
Right
What's
below
up,
me.
everybody? It's everybody's favorite Uncle Fish,
Crazy uncle.
fastest comic book artist in the world. And I'm happy to be here on Friday. Been busting my butt all week. And over here, we've got one of my number one favorite comic creators. Let them know who you are and what you about, man.
Me? Oh, no, I'm just Charlie. That's it. That's all you need to know. There's nothing about me. No, hey, thanks for having me. It's so good to be back on with you guys. Oh, my goodness.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. You've been a busy man.
Shoo, I'm still sweating.
It's been a minute. Yeah,
it has been a minute. Oh, my
Charlie,
goodness.
I feel like I ain't seen you.
You haven't.
In this capacity.
Dude, I was in the chat last night like, hey, what did I miss? Mike had to throw me 2 videos like, hey, watch these.
I'm like, I haven't seen this guy in quite some time. And then all of a sudden you come out and you're like, you come out exactly how I figured Charlie would come out. Yo, share this Kickstarter, check it out. And it's like, oh, my guy's coming through. He's been working. Of course, Charlie's been working. That's what Charlie does.
You know Charlie's putting the books out. Like, not only Spider Squirrel, now Milestone's out, which I thoroughly freaking enjoyed.
Oh, thank you.
And this guy's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got more coming, man. I teased out this week or last week. Rook, it's a one-shot coming. That's in the Zion universe. It'll be my first black and white book. It's a little less superhero-y, toning it down a little bit. Still some super villains in there, but yeah. We've described this book as kind of like The Punisher, but a little less murdery.
Good way to put it.
Okay.
You'll enjoy it. You guys will like it.
Turn down the murder just a little bit.
So you're currently running a Kickstarter. Tell the people what is the Kickstarter, where they can find it. Fishy Fish can drop that link in the conversation for the
Thank you. So right now we are running the Spider Squirrel Volume 1 trade paperback Kickstarter. So back in December we delivered, or actually in November we delivered Volume 3 or Issue 3 of Volume 1. That was the close of the Spider Squirrel Volume 1, but we've now wrapped it all up in a beautiful, perfect bound package. You got 2 new covers to choose from, or don't choose, buy both of them. From Scott McDaniel, Laurie Foster, and Elmer Santos, who did the art for those covers. Beautiful covers they are. I'm telling you, it's a hard choice because they're both gorgeous. That's why I had to spend so much extra to buy them, because they were too darn good looking. But there's that, and we also are adding in as some bonuses. So we've got the collected edition. We actually made some edits to the book, to new captions, corrections, updates, added some Oxford commas, little color correction, a few things here and there. And then we are going to I've added in 10 extra pages in an epilogue that has not appeared yet. So this is the introduction of our character, the librarian. She is going to play a pivotal role. I think you guys are going to love this last page. I haven't shared it with any of my friends. So you guys will all be surprised by it. But I think it's a great little intro into our universe, and it gives me a good launching point to expand out. So you already heard we got Milestone out there. We got Night Care. Rook is coming. The Fundamentals is coming. We've got Milestone will continue through 6 issues. The last 2 might even be double-sized issues. I got a big event planned internal to the Zion universe. Man, we're just rolling. We're having a good time. So I'll shut up. Go back to book.
Oh man,
Nice.
that is awesome.
Hey, hey,
You know,
hey.
I was in there day one because I'm not missing out on any Spider Squirrel anything. I made the mistake of going digital the first time, and I'm a huge digital comic supporter. I can back more people quickly. I can take them with me on vacation. Don't have to worry about them damaged. I like my digital books, but after I read that Spider Squirrel, it's like, dude, Charlie, hit me up. I had to go back and buy a physical copy. Nothing but physical ever since, man. It is too
Thanks,
good
brother.
to not be able to flip through it and not have
Oh,
that.
and
Oh shit! When you turn the page, I love it.
And there's a 2.
you get the homage covers. I mean, come on, they
Oh,
always
yeah.
kill it with the homage covers. I
Mhm.
remember when I got. Matter of fact, right here on my desk, I still got.
Look,
A nice-
he's like the dude from Boomerang. Well, like, bam!
Oh man,
It's just a little slow on the bam there.
I've got a very special cover one, but it's by my recliner across the house that I'm a big fan of.
You know, and I
It's
love
actually just an
the.
empty box because I don't clean up my desk, and that's horrible. But my
That's
guy, one thing I
cool.
appreciate,
bro.
Charlie,
What do
is
you
the,
do?
is the tape, bro.
That's my favorite part, man. That's my
tape.
favorite part.
Custom
It's so
tape.
funny.
Come
Dude.
on, bro.
I have had no fewer than 3 other creators hang me on Twitter or somewhere and go, "Hey, where'd you get the tape? I got to do that too." You know, so it's kind of funny.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't know it'd be such a hit.
It is. It is.
Just out
So-
here with the wins.
A couple weeks ago, we introduced this new thing called Versus. And we get on here and we just debate on 2 sides of who we think is a better or who would win in a fight or that kind of thing. And I'm humble enough to say that Uncle Fish and Fee handed me and Ryan a good old fashioned smackdown. We did Batman versus the Punisher. Me and Ryan were Team Punisher, and it happened to be that everyone in the comments was also Team Batman with Fan Man Fish and Fee.
Hey, all I did was draw some awesome artwork and hand some asses back on some silver platters. That's all. That's all I was here to do.
You
That's
did.
the job
You
I
did
did.
that. I'll take my L on the chin. That's okay. I will take that L as a man. But
Debatable.
today,
Oh my god.
we're doing X-Men versus the Avengers. And me and Ryan just happen to be on the same team again. It's almost like we get a chance to redeem ourselves on Team X-Men. And also my boy Charlie. Charlie just so happens to be, I think, Team X-Men as well.
What up, Javon?
Yeah, Javon's in the house.
I don't agree.
Hey, this guy, he was the only one
JD
fighting.
Smith,
He was
digital
the only
artist.
one fighting for us.
That's right, JD.
Like the
only
Punisher is
one.
not just as unrealistic. Dude
Hey,
would have
my
been
guy-
shot day one.
My guy held that down for us. All right, he's still fighting.
Still bringing
He's
it
still
up.
fighting 2 weeks later. We're gonna
Thank you,
get
JD.
off that though. We're gonna get off that right
Little
now.
hurt.
We're gonna give
Wound
everybody
didn't heal yet.
their chance to defend or rep their squad. I'm not going first. We're gonna start with Fish because I like getting Fish out the way. Fish, you picked Avengers.
Nope.
30 seconds on the clock right now. Give your Avengers pitch. Why are they better than the X-Men?
Opening
Go.
arguments.
Man,
Opening
any day I would normally take the X-Men because I'm a huge fan of the X-Men. But man, the Avengers got it, dude. You've got crazy powerhouses like Thor and the Hulk. You've got brilliant minds like Tony Stark. And we're not just talking one single roster like the X-Men. This roster has been rotated and rotated with all kinds of different characters coming through. I don't see a bunch of arguing emo teens and stuff beating these mature, skilled powerhouses. I'm sorry.
Okay. Fish, I'm proud of you for one. You kept it right at 30 seconds, maybe a little
Good
less.
job, Fish.
It doesn't happen often. Ryan.
I
Go
got
ahead,
that
Ryan.
issue, dude.
You're
I've got that
You're
issue.
really throwing the punches.
It's
today.
signed.
Go ahead, Ryan. You're on the
Let's
clock.
be
Go.
real. Let's be real. The Avengers have no leeway on this. We're talking about mutants. We're talking about powers
Javon's always right.
imaginable. Xavier,
John's wrong.
Jean Grey, Cyclops, Wolverine, Beast, Mistress of the motherfucking elements, Storm. Storm can take out half those niggas immediately. So I don't have time.
They're gonna smack that ass.
Blue and Road. You have Rogue. You have Gambit. We have all these great people. Omega level mutants. Iceman. Jean Grey. Done. Avengers. Nothing. Argument one. Game over. Next verses, please.
Okay. Boom. There it is. Mic drop. Hey.
You about to mess up.
Don't worry, JD. Sometime you're gonna be on the right side, man. It's gonna happen at some point.
You gotta go with your heart. I won't hold it against you.
What's up, J man?
Javon ain't always right. Let me read these. Let's see what's in these comments real quick. We got Javon already popping off.
As a Javon will do.
We got Facebook user. They won't even put their name. Oh, it's J Man. J Man, what up? J Man, are you? J Man said that's hard last couple weeks, man. J Man.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he likes me and Ryan.
I didn't even have to put up a defense. J Man coming in with them jabs.
I got physically beat.
Yeah, J Man. He actually hurt my feelings last time. Get into that. Charlie, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go, man. Charlie, what you got? 30 seconds.
Hey, I got 2 words for you, Fish. Phoenix. Yo, X gonna give it to you, man. I'm telling you what.
I got one
guys,
word.
First off, your boy Tony Stark gonna go down on the first snap of the fingers by Magneto. See ya, son. You are squished can. You are canned tuna. You are Gizon. You are spread with some mayonnaise on a sliced piece of bread. Now, but Phoenix just gonna walk in and just go, y'all gone. Now, even without Phoenix, my boy already said it. You got Jean Grey, you got Iceman, you got Magneto. You can go right on down the line. Let Cyclops rip off that mask and just go do his thing. And I'm talking like, let's go back to the Claremont Cyclops. Can we get past this emo little whiny baby Cyclops? The Cyclops are writing right now. Let's get back. Let's get back to the real deal. But let's throw in Wolverine, Deadpool, throw in whoever you want. I'm telling you, man, gone.
I'm just saying. Okay. Go ahead, Fee. What you go ahead, Fee.
This is just wild to me. Anyway, when it comes to
Thor wears metal. Oh.
I mean, when it comes to the Avengers, I'm like, you already know it's gonna be a done deal easily because of the fact that like Logan, it was just like they all were wiped out because of Professor X. Like they were already done for. And I bet you the Avengers will still be around taking care of the business. He may not have started it, but he finished it. I can tell you that. I don't need 30 seconds to prove it.
Okay.
Oh no, Javon, I wasn't bad enough in Cyclops.
There.
I hate how he's written when he's all like whiny and depressed. I like the traditional, I'm a leader, I know what I'm doing, and when I don't know what I'm doing, I'm learning. Cyclops is my favorite X-Men, actually. So don't worry, Javon. I got you, man.
Hey, hold it down. That's my favorite X-Men too. Now I'm about to go. Listen, my peoples have already said it, but I'm gonna put out one X-Men that I think is highly underrated that can easily take out the Hulk and Thor.
It's raining.
Iceman. My boy Iceman can literally at this point right now freeze every molecule in somebody's body with a mere
He's a mega level. That's
He
it.
is on a complete other level right now.
Omega.
And then we can just
He
sprinkle
got
all the
an
rest of that
asterisk.
goodness on there.
Omega.
Magneto, Emma Frost, Jean Grey. We can just
Omega.
keep going and going and going. Professor X.
We didn't
Like,
even get
don't
Professor
even.
X.
He
Oh
ain't even
yeah.
gonna.
Well,
He's
Kill
gonna
'em
be in the
all.
mansion chilling. We ain't even gonna need him. But if we do, we got him. I don't even need my 30 seconds. That's my debate right there.
Mhm.
I don't need mine either. So
Okay.
you guys mentioned you mentioned Thor. Thor's great. Hey, I love Thor. God of Thunder. Got his little hammer.
Clapper of cheeks.
Got his little hammer. Can do his little hammer things. There's like 4 easy. This is off the top of my head. 4 X-Men that could beat Thor.
Oh, JD.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, JD.
That's what
JD,
I'm saying.
Yes, bro. Read. Yes. Look
Yeah,
up Iceman.
read
Bro.
Iceman. Just realize everything you reading has a little
Little Bobby
asterisk
Drake.
behind it because before Emma Frost took over his sorry ass, the best thing he could do was zip around on a slide and throw snowballs at you. That's what your boy had in the pocket before a woman came over and took over and broke the world and made him into something different.
So you're saying
That's all
that
I'm saying.
you're saying that they worked on the character
Sorry.
development. That's normal, Fish. You mean Hawk? You're talking about a mindless monster that's just running around breaking things. He's advanced too, right? He's doing new things nowadays. I'm just saying, if we're talking about current level, Iceman is top tier. Freezing. Let me rephrase what I said. Freezing every molecule in your body with a thought. Fish. A thought. You know what that means? You're done, Hawk. Hey, my boy Cyclops, can you use your little beam and just go ahead and shoot him into a bunch of pieces? Sure, I got you. Pew, pew, pew. Done.
No.
Well, there's a lot of comments coming in. People
Oh,
love
yeah. There's a whole lot of right people, and there's a whole lot of very, very mistaken people.
Well, Storm will be on the same side as Magneto, so she'd help him with that Thor problem there. Facebook user.
I mean,
We got that.
Storm.
y'all's biggest
Storm?
thing is Thor and Hawk, but they would easily be dealt with. Bro, Wolverine took out the Hawk.
No, our
Zucker
biggest
Ray.
thing is our team is all heroes and stay heroes. Y'all's team be sliding from one side to the other. 1 second Magneto's a bad guy, next second he's a hero. Like, y'all need to pick a lane.
Hold on. Avengers can't even keep their own crap together. You saw Steve just punch T'Challa in the face and knee him in the jaw. What's up
Yeah.
with
Oh, I
that?
got no
Hey,
idea
can't
what's
keep your
going
crap
on
together.
there. I don't
So
even want to know
all we
what's
gotta
going
do,
on.
all we
And
gotta
the
do is like a
battle
little
has
Civil
begun.
War action in there, and y'all are going to kill yourselves. You don't need it. X-Men don't even need any help. Look,
Scarlet
mind
Witch.
push from all the
Gone.
telepaths. Little push from the telepaths, and all y'all fighting Scarlet Witch and take out the whole Avengers by herself because she's gonna be mind controlled because she's weak minded.
Exactly. I knew that y'all would throw Scarlet Witch into the mix. Let me tell you about Scarlet Witch. One, completely unpredictable. You cannot control her for real. She can't even control herself.
Like Phoenix using the Phoenix Force.
I ain't mentioned the
passed
Phoenix.
out.
I didn't mention the
I mean,
You
Phoenix.
how many
talk
times-
about
I did.
How many times
unfreaking
has she died?
predictable.
JD.
Scarlet Witch.
JD.
not
Scarlet Witch
win
is a
this
mutant. She's a mutant. She's Magneto's
And
daughter.
she's an Avenger.
She's
And
an
she's
Avenger.
also an
I
X-Men.
will give him this. She's never been on an X-Men team. She's not an X-Men.
Oh, yeah. Well,
She is an Avenger.
But
She is
she's a mutant. Yep.
But she's a
But
mutant.
she is an Avenger. But her powers are completely unpredictable. When she gets to that certain level, you can't control that. Plus,
She's a mutant.
and y'all can look back, she has a huge weakness. You know what her biggest weakness is? If she can't see, she can't use her hex. She literally said it in a book. When I can't see, I can't use my powers. Okay. Well, let me slap some ice on your eyes or something. You're done.
Freeze those motherfucking
You're
eyes.
done. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Freeze the eyes.
Oh, it looks like you got a bit of frost in your eyes. Okay, she's done. Cyclops, can you do that thing? Yeah, sure. Pew!
Man, anytime you have to go
Gotta
depending on just one person to handle your business, that
Yeah,
person's
that's my
going to
point
get took
about your
down in
Scarlet
a
Witch
way
argument.
That's what we're
See,
talking about,
you
you're
the
never
right.
Scarlet Witch.
expected.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why your
Scarlet
Scarlet Witch
Witch
things is like,
is
oh,
just one round in the chamber, son. I mean, it just keeps going.
you got nothing
Tony
else.
Stark has this thing ended
He's
before
done.
it starts. I guarantee you, you give Tony
Kitty Pryde is
Stark
ripping him out of his suit,
15
bro.
minutes to put his mind into it, he would do more damage to the X gene than Scarlet Witch ever thought she could do with a wave of her hand. I'm just saying.
Kitty Pryde is going to be like this. Oh, you're in your suit. Oh, you're out your suit. Okay, go sit down, rich boy. You're in your suit. You're out your suit. She's taking him out of the suit completely.
What's
Then
the
what?
thing? He doesn't need the suit to be a threat. It's his brilliance that makes him a threat.
And we
The
got the beast
armor
on our
is
side. Look
extra.
that's the brilliance right there.
Oh yeah, but the Beast is nowhere near the same level of brilliance. Now, if you had Reed Richards, yeah, we got a fight on our hands here, but you don't. The best thing you have is Forge, and he's my favorite. I love Forge. He doesn't even have to understand what he's doing to make it work, that is your golden round to try and use against Tony Stark. But Tony knows so much more. He can outthink him. Yeah, I don't see it, man. I'm getting behind on these comments.
No,
Javon, to his point, what Tony Stark said,
Exactly.
we
He's
have a
putting
hole.
too much in
We
an
have a
Iceman
hole,
basket,
okay?
and it's fixing to melt.
Iceman can freeze at a quantum level, so it doesn't matter what you throw at him. So back to Tony's point is,
Three
truthfully,
Hulks.
if you want to be legit about it, I don't care how many Hulks you got, how many Iron Mans you got, how many Scarlet Witches you got. If you're freezing stuff at a quantum level, nothing works.
nothing. And I don't even have to put
Every 5 years
in that basket. I didn't
Every
have to
5
put
years.
ice in the eyes because I thought it was
The X-Men are like hamsters,
I
always
will
die
say
and
this.
always get a new one.
I will say,
That's-
you're saying that in the Avengers ain't fish.
5 years in it.
Oh, I know, right? Wait, next year Captain America will be on Hydra again. So
Yeah.
we'll just wait.
Y'all always switching sides.
There's always something going on.
There's always something going on with the Avengers.
Oh yeah, some alternate reality. Yeah, but
Yeah, like the one you're
I'm
talking
not
about.
saying that we don't have
Oh,
this character can't beat that character or this one can't beat that one. I'm just saying I
we
think
can
when
do
it
that.
comes down to a concerted
that.
effort of one side to the other, I don't see it coming out in your favor.
but here's the thing. Here's where I think you're wrong, Fish. And I do love you. And I'm a big Avengers fan. Don't get me wrong. But here's what I'll tell you: you're wrong. When you have an oppressed peoples pushed to the brink, and they come together, they will come together like no other group. You cannot build enough patriotism. You cannot build enough camaraderie to fight off an oppressed group who is committed to saving their bloodline. So the Avengers will lose to the X-Men on that note.
Well,
the X-Men got more to fight
but
for.
that's under
Bingo.
the premise that this battle is them trying to eradicate the X-Men. Like if they moved into the X-Men's hometown and pulled out the guns, was like, "Come on, get out!" Yeah, they're going to be there fighting for 80 years.
They already threatened. They already threatened to go to Krakoa, and what did they say? Step.
Yeah.
And what did the Avengers do? They stepped.
JD.
Because they know
That's
better.
because it's an
They know
X-Men
better.
fanboy writing the books.
Because they know better.
Who was writing?
JD, bro, Cap Shield. Cap ain't even go. Wolverine's
Cap
gonna take
Shield.
care of Cap.
Shatter.
Wolverine's gonna take care of Cap.
Yeah, that would shatter, unfortunately.
Wolverine's gonna take care of Cap. That's okay. We got Cap covered. He's in a little corner somewhere. We got 3 or 4 people that can handle Cap. We ain't got no problem with Captain America.
Not Cap in the corner.
Yeah, Cap in the corner.
Nobody puts Cap in the corner.
Nobody puts Cap in the corner.
We're putting Cap in the corner.
We can do this all day. Don't put Cap in a corner.
Bro, Javon,
my
a
goodness.
few times before that, the X-Men have won. So that all depends on the writers.
That's my favorite part of comics.
We can bring up comic books where this team has beat this team, but honestly, like, it all comes down to the writers.
I love JD.
There you go. There you
JD,
go.
I give you that. Look.
money might win.
They will be signing that mutant registration.
Just
in the heart.
have a thought to the AI in his suit. Xavier's broke as a joke. There ain't no more fuel for X-Jets. There ain't no more fancy suits. There ain't no more fancy ruby crystals for your glasses so you don't shoot your girlfriend in the face. Yeah, you over and done with, son.
Hold on, I'm gonna find that for you. I'm gonna find that for you right now. Javon.
Oh, J-Man.
Ron always coming in here, man, with his little
J-Man
comic book
vicious.
knowledge. Go ahead, Ryan. We ain't got to hear you. We ain't got to hear you.
Ooh.
There
we go.
If you want to get technical, I mean, we're talking apples to oranges. Like, we're really talking about apples to oranges.
Oh my God, Brady, I love you.
Oh,
Like,
Lordy B. I'm glad
Just
you
want
joined
us
Fridays.
5 more minutes.
I like
Take
the
it.
Avengers, but it's not the X-Men. The X-Men are equivalent to something that's more, their power base level to the Avengers is uncomparable. You know? And like the
Yeah.
Avengers are more grounded in reality, X-Men aren't. So we're dealing with characters that have Omega level powers. And by a snap or a thought, you can destroy a human being. Okay, Tony Stark is a human being. Captain America is a superhuman being with just super strength, endurance, and agility. The Hawk is the only biggest threat on the
Captain
Avengers.
America will be held
Hawkeye.
together by patriotism alone.
Exactly. Hawkeye is a human being. These are characters that are just advanced. Black Widow, human being.
Hawkeye will get dusted. He'll take out a lot of people on the way out.
We're talking
yeah,
about grounded.
I'll
I'm
give you
telling you,
that.
Sentry, JD, I think you're wrong on Sentry. I think Sentry would be the reason the Avengers lose, honestly, because
I'm just talking
I
about
wouldn't put that on there.
Phoenix would be the same reason the
unpredictable.
X-Men lose.
I'm
Like,
just talking
I
about the
mean,
classic
Too many
picks.
unpredictable
All people
elements.
are the
All y'all.
only
that's the
biggest
thing.
cards are super
Y'all have got
unpredictable.
all these, y'all want to point out the Omega levels. Then yeah, they might have some amazing powers, but they so rarely can control it well. You know,
Ooh.
That's okay, Fish.
That's
As
even
long
more
as they
dangerous.
win. That's
dangerous,
A-okay.
not
Does that
effective.
blow up in your face?
Now, when you put that up against now, and I'm Team
But-
X-Men. I love the
But when you
X-Men.
put somebody in a corner, and they have an Omega trait, what's going to happen? You're right. Dangerous is not necessarily effective, but you put somebody in a corner and they go Omega on you, what's going to happen to you and him?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
gaps in the
Cross
corner.
cancellation.
Yeah, like,
That's not
and Omega. Sure, an Omega level is
X-Men
definitely a writer's
being
stretch.
The people who can fight him is like Superman.
Come on, Javon. Come on, Javon.
Oh, absolutely. You put the Justice League in
Put
there, and
Javon-
I don't
put
think you
Javon
stand
in.
a chance.
Put him in. Send him the link. He can come
Come
on.
on.
in. Jump
Come
on
on.
in.
I love Javon.
All right, hold on.
Please,
Give me a
Ron.
second.
I haven't
Give me
seen
a
him since
Oh my
October.
gosh.
Jump on in, Javon.
The other Stokes.
But I mean, like
Oh my
X-Men
gosh.
for me is where it's
I'm
at.
gonna-
You know,
Hey, Fish ain't winning, JD.
I like
See,
David.
JD.
Look, he's going to
Man, I'm always winning, baby.
Come on now.
I think
Come
JD's he's afraid to
Because
see you
Uncle
lose.
Fishy can't
He
lose.
knows. JD knows. It's okay, JD. Go hop.
Nah, it's
go
okay,
hop off
JD.
for a
You
bit.
know, we holding it down. We're gonna hold it down. It's held down.
Just playing, JD. Thanks for joining us in, bro. Thanks for joining.
Oh, absolutely, man. Those were some choice
Appreciate it.
jabs, man.
Those were great.
Thank you
points.
so much.
Having fun.
That was a lot of fun, dude.
While we're waiting on
Oh.
Javon to get in, after we send that invite to Javon, Fish did happen to
All right.
draw
I sent it.
a little something.
A little
Ooh.
something.
We got a time lapse. Let's play that time lapse. Look at your
Oh,
crazy
I'm
Uncle
on the
Fish.
wrong screen over here.
Here's your crazy Uncle Fish.
Yeah,
That's
because
your
your crazy
Fish.
Uncle Fish got a new art stream show Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. And so we decided to move the actual drawing over there. So if you want to watch live stream art, you can tune in Thursday mornings and check
There
it
you go.
out. But if you want to, over here, we're more about the arguing and the fighting and the stirring up Javon and getting him to come on the show. That's what we about here. So, that's what we doing. But I can't draw all the X-Men versus the Avengers, especially not in an hour on my art
Give me
stream.
something.
School of Fish, Tuesday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I decided to take two that would be a good example from both teams. Like I could have done Cap versus Cyclops, but I got to give it to you. I think Cyclops would eventually win that one. I think he got butt kicked for a while, but I think the unlimited optic
minute.
blast,
What?
like I think that cop out of a power, I think he would eventually get a shot in, and but I decided to draw Storm versus Thor because to me, that's one of the most even matches. She might not have him on raw strength, but they've got a very similar power set. She has wielded Mjolnir at one point. You know, it seems like a pretty fair matchup
I don't know if
because
she
a
ever
lot of the
wielded
other
Mjolnir.
matchups are either they
She
get
did.
squished
She
or
She
they
did,
get
Javon.
squished.
Read
Loki
your
gave her
comic
her own-
books, Javon.
Loki gave
Read
her her
your
own
comic
hammer.
books.
No,
Loki gave
Storm
her
wielded
own hammer
Mjolnir. She wielded it.
in a non-continuity book. Just remember that.
I'll give you that. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll give you that asterisk on that win. But I'm saying, you know, to me, it seemed like about as close as you're going to get on it for an even fight. So
I do have to side with Javon on the Cyclops Cap argument, and you know I love me some Cyclops. He is my, but I can't see that one. I even as a writer, I would have to stretch to make that work in my head.
Charlie, I'm going to tell you how I know Cyclops can't beat Cap, because Cyclops got beat by Storm without powers.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on, Storm is just dope, but
I'm just saying.
no, you're right. I mean, I'm not. If you put, put Cyclops against Black Widow or any other, or even Bucky, he'll win. But I don't think he can beat Cap. Personally,
I see the only reason that I would give
the
X-Men the win on that one.
Who's Team Avengers? Who's Team Avengers?
I'm Team Avengers. I am an X-Men fan. I would join the X-Men long before I would join the Avengers. I will buy X-Men before I buy an Avengers. Like, I love them, but I can't help but think the Avengers are going to win in this, in my interpretation, which is, generally proven to be accurate.
So this is how I look at it, right?
About 40.
Okay, wait a minute.
You have to take into account a few things. Number one, like I said, there are 3 Hulks on the Avengers: Green, Red, and She-Hulk. That's 3.
I think the Hulk. Hold on, I think the Hulk is as much of a crutch as the Omega level comment. Honestly,
but if
that's fine.
If we're gonna acknowledge, if we're gonna start calling everybody crutches, the X-Men have a bunch of people who are jacked up in the head. So,
but what's a Hulk gonna thrown into space by a telekinetic? I mean, there's no stopping that. They can't fight their way through that.
He literally took out everybody. Like, World War Hulk is literally him saying, "I'm tired of all of
so many stories where he takes out everybody."
So when Spider-Man had the cosmic power and he punched the Hulk, one punch, knocked him into orbit, the fight was over. Okay. So if that's a telekinetic punch, but that's my point. If it's a telekinetic punch, what's he going to do?
Okay. Follow-up question: is the Hulk still there?
That's great.
No.
Hulk, by the
Did
way.
it kill the Hulk? No. The Hulk is back.
Doesn't
the Hulk
matter.
always comes back. The Hulk is immortal.
Hulk,
like that. He's
the point stands.
right up there with Wolverine. He will never stop. But he will always be stronger and more powerful.
Because you're looking at the minutia of all these various Hulk traits. So what if it's a great Hulk? If he's in orbit, what's he going to do? And how are you going to stop a telekinetic throw? Go ahead.
Number one, this telekinetic throw that you keep talking about, no one's ever done it. So not one person has ever telekinetically thrown somebody into orbit. All right.
Oh my Lord! Let me go Google for you. I'll be right back.
on the X-Men.
The answer is you take out the telekinetics first. That's what you do, and you solve that problem right there.
But even if you want to say the telekinetics, that's acting like there's nobody on the Avengers that can't go, "Oh man, the Hulk's flying up in the air. Let me go get him and bring him back."
Yeah.
up.
I mean,
they're out of the picture for a little bit too.
They don't have their hands full with other people.
Yeah, so you strategically take them out. You send somebody. You throw the Hulk up in the air, right? Okay, you're right. Somebody goes
grab the Hulk, throw him back at the X-Men.
You take out somebody else.
I
mean,
there are no more X-Men.
Don't get me wrong. I could write it the other way too.
And go get shot.
Scenario.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I could write it your way too, Javon. I'm with you.
I know. We can write it all day. Hey, listen.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, real quick. Let me hold on, Javon. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. We have more ruthless leaders on our team. Say Magneto. Say Cyclops. Right. So
say psychopath.
as soon as
hey.
they see the Hawk into the battlefield, their mind is going to be, we got to get rid of him, right? Now, we've already talked. I know my eggs are in the Iceman basket, okay? But hear me out.
All freezer burned.
Hear me out. Iceman's personality, he's going to be like, I don't want to do that thing. Magneto and Cyclops are going to be like, we need you to do that thing. Iceman's going to do that thing. 3 Hawks, 4 Hawks, 5 Hawks.
Why are they talking about that? The
matter.
Hawks have wiped everything out.
It don't matter. Magneto, they're way more ruthless leaders. Cap's gonna be like, let's secure these guys and get them in a place of securement. Magneto's gonna be like, let's wipe these motherfuckers out and go back home to the mansion and watch that rerun.
Which is going to start a bunch of emo fighting between them, and they're going to be all arguing like, no, we got to do that. Oh, we need to take them out.
Bro,
and hold smash.
Hold on.
Wolverine, ruthless. Cyclops is just now on the...
I believe Javon has something to say.
Well, Javon ain't even supposed to be on the show. Take him out. Just kidding. Go ahead, Javon. Charlie's the guest, Javon. And he's on my side, so he can.
Hey,
stay.
but I welcome him on because he's my brother. So go ahead,
Go ahead, Javon. I'm playing.
So every time you bring up, I'm just going to counter. When you're talking about ruthlessness, we got Tony Stark, who literally started a civil war and was jailing his friends in the negative zone.
Wasn't he a Skrull though?
No, he wasn't. He was jailing his friends in the negative zone.
That's smart. You don't got a lot of heart, son. It's
we have
just,
Black
don't
Panther.
go together.
We got Black Panther, who's probably as ruthless as it comes.
Okay.
We have number one. Let's see. Black Bolt was an Avenger as well. So Black Bolt is literally known for being ruthless.
Come on, bro. Stop.
Doctor Strange was an Avenger.
We have to move on to the Wyman because the X's are all deleted.
So we have gods. We have literally the Master Sorcerer Supreme. We have one of the strongest characters walking in Black Bolt.
Here we go.
That's because Marvel's like Oprah. You get to be an Avenger. You get to be an Avenger. You get to be an Avenger. Everybody's an Avenger.
Oh, now it's too many.
It's the best heroes. See, now if you really want to get cocky about it, we've also got your Wolverines and all this stuff too. So
is everybody not now an Avenger? Is everybody
really
walking?
The
X-Men.
Everybody's got a card.
Every single one is an X-Men.
Let's take it back.
Everybody on Krakoa is an X-Men. You get to be an X-Men. You get to be an X-Men. You get to be an X-Men.
You drive the ferry? You're an X-Man. Slap an X on that boat.
You know who we didn't put on the X-Men team? Scarlet Witch. We ain't put her on the X-Men team.
Hey, that's your problem.
Because you can't handle the heat.
Woman on the list. I'm just saying.
I honestly don't think she would fight with the Avengers if it came down to it. I think she would, depending on.
All I got to say is I got to notice. I'm starting to wonder if all those comments over in there weren't Javon, because once he came on, they stopped dead. I'm just wondering how many accounts was Javon working on.
J-Man disagrees with me.
Well, JD did say he had to leave.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And he had to leave. I mean, if you want to keep pulling out, getting under your way deep into the back of the safe and be like, oh, this person was an Avenger and oh, this person was an Avenger. But like, if you're talking about core versus core, X-Men are whooping their asses every time.
Okay,
bro.
What core are you talking about? Give me your core X-Men.
Like, okay.
You want to talk about Heartless? Just go back to the core. Hank Pym. He's a freaking nut job, dude. And depending on which part of his personality is taking over at the time, he would just be like, all right.
Well, you got to give me your 7. Give me your 7. Give me your 7 core X-Men, and I will tell you the 7 icon. Give me not core. Let's say iconic X-Men, and then I will do the 7 iconic Avengers.
Okay, let's start with this. Before we do that, the original Avengers: Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Ant-Man, and Wasp. Correct?
Technically, yes, because they retroactively have Cap as an Avenger.
Right,
original.
But them are the core Avengers before they found Cap frozen. Correct?
Right.
Now let's go to this side. We got Jean Grey, Angel, Cyclops, Beast, and
Iceman.
And Professor X is there too. technically.
5 versus 5. My X-Men 5 is winning, bro.
Are we using them in the original forms? Because if you talk about
no, okay, I'll
Iceman,
give you that. I'll give you that.
Even if we go back to the
if you talk about
70s,
Iceman with
like
the
that team
little
ain't
booties
winning.
on his feet,
I'll give you that. If we're talking about first appearance versus first appearance, yes, Avengers is wiping the X-Men clean off of first appearance. I will give you that 100% because they're already at a level of where they've been doing this. X-Men are like, they're not quite there yet. And at that point, my boy Bobby Drake was just making snowmen and sending them after people. I understand what you're saying.
Snowballs.
Biggest thing Angel could do is flip
It
on
was snowballs. That's all it was.
It's just snowballs.
Yeah. But if we're talking about right now, those 5 versus those 5, X-Men team is beating that Avengers team.
How though?
What do you mean, bro? Jean Grey taking out the Hulk. Iceman taking out Thor.
You mean Jean Grey?
What is Jean Grey now? Does she even have the Phoenix Force now? I haven't followed it.
She's basically Phoenix level without the Phoenix at this point. With her telekinesis and telepathy. Yep.
Did y'all not watch what if where Hank Pym was going around assassinating all the Avengers by getting small enough and just assassinating them all? Did I not see What If? Literally,
yes,
all the Wasp and Ant-Man got to do is shrink.
You know what my boy Beast gonna do about that?
And we done.
He's gonna get dead. What are you gonna do? Because he ain't even gonna see him.
That's like a flea on the Beast's shoulder. He's gonna be like this. Bye.
It's not the same. I mean,
he's gonna be trying to pick that flea with them giant ass gorilla hands while they in the air grow splat. Goodbye, Hank. I love you. We'll read a fancy poem at your funeral.
Not the same.
There we go. I'm gonna do y'all like this. Jean Grey and Iceman take out the whole squad. We don't even need the rest. The rest of y'all can stay at home.
Y'all act like Thor don't control the weather too. Like all he gotta do is hit one of them. It's over. Like all Hulk has to do is hit them once. None of them are invulnerable. Not one of them.
None of them survive that if he hits them.
Actually, hold on. If we're talking about modern day, technically Bobby is invulnerable because he can reconstitute himself from a droplet.
Okay, well, he need to stay as a droplet because he's not.
But at the same point, he cannot kill the Hulk and keep him dead. So
no, back to that same point. If Bobby doesn't die and is able to reconstitute himself and nobody knows he's there, he can certainly at a quantum level freeze the Hulk, destroy him. I mean, so absolutely Bobby can take out the Hulk if the Hulk's not smashing him.
But he's gonna just come back again.
Yeah, a whole storyline called the Immortal
He's going to
Hulk.
continue to come back.
But if you freeze at a quantum level, fracture him, break him, take him all to pieces, scatter his pieces abroad, telekinetically or whatever, however you want to throw him.
Okay, how's he going to He's taking the time.
How's he going to do that?
Hey, the only way the Avengers,
because he's going to walk through the green door and he's going to come back alive
again. We'll smash her with a damn hammer. All right.
The only way that the Avengers have beat the X-Men is in the box office, and that's it.
Maybe.
How about in the actual Avengers versus X-Men war? Like literally, they were getting beaten, and they're like, "We got to go get the Phoenix."
Literal documented truth.
But then
we got
what
to
happened?
get the Phoenix because we're getting taken out.
But they did get the Phoenix, and then they whooped them all, right?
No, 5 of them powered up by the Phoenix, and then one of the Scarlet Witch came in and was like, "Give me that Phoenix."
I mean, you got and let's be honest, Javon. Most of them stories always end in a draw. It's documented.
That's what I said
if you put who wins, they put it as a draw. So you can take all that shit and throw it out. Because right now we're talking about
you can throw it out with your frozen ass egg basket.
We're talking about
can I tell you what? Can I tell you when it didn't end up in as a draw? I'm gonna tell you when it didn't end up in a draw.
When Magneto,
Spider-Man literally beat the snot out of the entire X-Men team in Secret Wars. Beat them so bad, they had to acknowledge it. They were like, man, he really worked us. Yeah.
Should have let his ass in the beginning when he wanted to.
One time that it did happen in the comic books is when the X-Men beat they beat the Avengers in the courtroom. Magneto got off of all his crimes and they beat him in the courtroom. Y'all remember that one? No, Juan, you don't, because you think you read everything. You ain't reading everything. You ain't read that one, did you? No.
I don't read the Matt Murdock lawyer comic.
X-Men
No, I didn't
200.
read that.
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
I'm kidding.
I was busy
Javon
reading
was-
Daredevil.
I already knew Javon was
I read
going to know
that.
exactly what I was talking about. This
I know
man's an
exactly.
encyclopedia of comics. That's why it's good to have him on here every now and
I know
then.
Daredevil wasn't on the team yet. He's on there now. We good. We have legal representation to take care of us and cover us in that. We're good.
Nice. Okay. Fee. I
She-Hulk
feel like
Tony.
I feel like we haven't heard a lot from you. You've heard everybody.
Y'all
go,
been
y'all.
cracking me
I
up
just
with
had to
these
mess with
debates.
y'all.
She ain't had
Javon,
to.
thanks for
Y'all
coming
ain't
on,
made a
man.
decent argument yet. All I'm saying.
Bro, what
Y'all
are you talking
cracking me
about?
up.
Y'all keep saying the same exact things, and we just keep crumbling it up and throwing it out.
All I keep hearing is frozen egg basket. That's all I keep hearing over and over
Just
from your
Bobby.
side.
It's not our fault that
he
we
grew
technically
up,
could wipe y'all out
and
with
he
one member of our
surpassed
team, but
snowballs. Like, I just come on.
I'm thinking you mispronounced. All you got is one member of your team, but I agree.
bro, you know what we haven't even mentioned yet?
No.
Rogue, bruh. We haven't even mentioned Rogue one time. Backup plan B. There we go. Oh, you got Bobby Drake. Rogue is in. There you go.
And while we don't need
Speaking of
Colossus to
Plan
beat
B-
the Hulk, the Colossus can slow him down enough so everybody else can be taken care of while the Hulk's distracted taking down Colossus. And then all you gotta do is focus.
While we're arguing, I'm going to run a little more art, but we can continue to argue because this is just back.
Because it's fun. Oh,
It's
fun.
just.
It is fun.
Oh man,
Y'all was
it is
Ryan,
good stuff.
I seen you decided when Javon got on, you went and got your chips. You knew it was about to be a show down.
He's just watching the show.
Ryan.
He knew that he'd been beat, so he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Fish's feet.
Ryan knew. Look, Ryan went and got the chips because he knew that me and Charlie, and we've already set out what we needed to say.
I mean, I'm not worried about this debate. I mean, I got Charlie and Tony. Y'all done said enough. It doesn't take much to beat the Avengers, you know. And sometimes the Avengers are not always on the same level, you know, mentally and objectively. They always, like Tony always has a plan C, D, and F.
Because the X-Men are known as a cohesive, functioning unit.
well, no, nobody said that.
Not all the time. That's not necessarily true. I mean, not with Wolverine and things like. But my thing is, they're a team. So is the Avengers, but like they are a team. They bounce each other off their powers. They know what they do with their powers. The Avengers had to take some time to learn that shit. Okay. So,
Fish is gonna say Batman, obviously.
Batman wins.
Yeah. So to me, like with mutants to human beings, there's no comparison. Like Storm can literally throw 3 tornadoes at those bitches and they be done. Like you don't need like to think cognitively on what they need to do. They have 4 Omega level mutants on their team alone. Rogue can kill them instantly just by touching them. Okay,
she gotta put a hand on them.
Yeah.
Javon's got a good point. That's what I was getting at earlier.
Opportunity to do that. It's not.
That is 100% correct. Paramilitary, you are correct,
bro.
They are not
exactly
going to
right.
And that is exactly the
have
reason
enough
I think
time?
they win.
How would you not have enough time to do that?
I think that's why they
locks
lose.
him up in the mind. Emma Frost locks him up in the mind. Here's what I've loved about this debate. We've really, on our squad, the X-Men squad, we've talked about the same few members that we know that would whoop y'all. Y'all been going back like, well, Sentry was a Avenger, and we got Black Panther, and we got Ghost Rider, we got him, and hold on.
Oh yeah, Ghost Rider shit. Yeah, y'all are done, dude.
We didn't even got
when you really pull on the whole roster, man.
No,
damn, I feel for you, man.
We got
almost
Magic.
everybody's
been we didn't even mention like Nightcrawler. We ain't mentioned like there's just so many X-Men that we can go to, so many mutants that we can pull from that we didn't even have to get into those. But y'all are like, oh,
you don't want to pull those because even if we just stick to the basic,
I mean, honestly, you just get
roster,
the Summers brothers alone. Havoc, Cyclops, and Vulcan. You get those 3 brothers alone, which that's my goodness,
Cable,
right?
You got Cable,
and then you throw in Cable, and
one of the most.
You throw in Fios, you throw in Cable, you throw in Radio, you throw. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah,
Nah,
Rod brought up a good point.
This is literally just
we should pick a roster.
We thought
That's
about
the
picking
thing.
a roster. But
I can always find somebody that's going to beat somebody.
Yeah.
But you put the basic roster up against the basic roster, I don't see you standing a chance.
Down. Yeah, X-Men will fail.
Yeah, it's just we're just having fun with it. We're just saying who can battle who really at this point.
What did you just say?
It's just a fact, man. I mean, listen.
Fact. I mean, if you talk about first Avengers, the
original. Oh, you talking about
issue
one? I already said that. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. I'm saying original rosters. I don't care what point you take them from.
Now, if we're talking about X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue team against the Avengers would lose.
But I see the Avengers winning every time. Surely for things like Cap is a trained soldier and the X-Men aren't. Freaking Cyclops is probably the only one that's got any decent secondhand training, really. And freaking Cap is a fully trained soldier. Wolverine has got military training. He can't remember. Thor has thousands of years of experience on the battlefield. The only difference between my art and Tony's art is the thousands of drawings I have done over 40 years. That's the only real difference between our art. Are you willing to go up against me in an art battle right now, Tony? I mean, it's not a contest. I just don't see it working out for the X-Men. And I love them,
except that's a horrible analogy.
Horrible.
And it's completely not applicable in this situation. So good try though.
That was cool. That was cool.
Cool story, bro.
Way to compare my stick figures to your art. I'm just saying.
That's the difference between having done something for thousands of years. He has been in so many battles over so many centuries.
Bro, that's
nobody on the X-Men can compete
with that. There's not a rookie player that comes in is already better than a veteran player. Like
you're also talking about Thor, who is basically just a big brute. He doesn't actually fight military style. He is just a thug. He's a barroom brawler, and honestly, that doesn't compare. So no matter how many thousands of years you've been fighting, it's still the same fight.
He's a hand-to-hand warrior, though.
He's
not Superman,
and he's stupid. So I mean, there's that too. So he's dumb as X. I mean, come on, let's be real. Nah,
I don't buy him being dumb. Not getting our ways, sure. Dumb, not really.
Sure, he's fought wars. I know, and actually, I'm a Norse mythology major, so
he's the Macbeth of Marvel. He's Macbeth.
And actually, Thor is dumb. In fact, they go out of their way in mythology to make sure they prove that Thor is an idiot. But he always wins his fight.
Mythological redheaded fat Thor. We're talking.
He's not fat either, but
big blonde.
He is a drunkard.
Honky muscled up dude. Like we're talking.
He's
comic book
okay.
Thor.
At the end of the day. Yes, you can come up with members that could beat other members, and this fight would go on, and really it just depends on who's writing it and who would win.
You mean who's right?
But
in this, I know, Javon.
We're definitely
Javon. You stepped out. You can't talk anymore.
If you pick, we can pick one X-Men team that would easily throw down with any Avengers team. If you just pick the X-Men from the animated series, that squad right there, you can handle that business, okay? But I think it was a good argument. I think everybody. I bet you throw that hammer at Cap. I think y'all's greatest weapon was Javon. He's the greatest Avenger that y'all had. Other than that, Charlie.
Yo,
real quick before we go. Tell the people one more time about what you got going on. What is it that Charlie has been up to these days?
Well, too much. So you don't have time for all that, but I'll tell you that what's going on right now is at spider-squirrel.com. You can back my collected edition of Spider Squirrel. You get a bunch of cool bonuses, 2 beautiful new covers to choose from, or again, you could buy both of them. And a new 10-page epilogue that features the introduction of a new character, the librarian. You can scroll down and show her. So we've got some teaser pages. There's the art team and my stupid self eating pizza. But there's the 2 covers, and you can just you can keep rolling. Bunches of add-ons. The entire Zion Studios library, published library to date, is available, including some exclusives like Javon saw my milestone #1 at Baltimore Comic Con. I got a few leftovers that are for sale. Got trading cards. We have metal trading cards. We got holographic trading cards. There's the metal ones from the milestone. There's the beautiful librarian. These cards, if you go with the 5x7 or the trading card, they'll both be signed, whichever one you choose. If you choose that as an add-on, they'll be signed by myself and the model for the librarian, my wife. So she will.
Look at man.
Yeah, exactly.
All
I like
right.
how you just stopped right there.
Hey, you usually get to the librarian and something stole my focus.
I did say
say
that.
that.
I know in my mind when I stop at the librarian too. But there's some beautiful pictures of the interior art.
I tell you what, man, you always pick a top-notch art staff, man. It is. I was just blown away with the look of your book the first time, man. It is amazing, and it has stayed that way. Because a lot of times, it fluctuates from book to book with small-time creators. It has always been a knockout team, always been on point, man. I absolutely love it. I'm a huge fan. I cannot brag on it enough. My top 5 books. I'm always going to be there with it, brother. I love it. I love it.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support.
I agree.
Thanks.
Always doing his thing.
Wonderful.
And this is the launching point for everything Zion. So you don't have to read Spider Squirrel to appreciate what we're putting out with like Milestone and some of these other books. But I really think you should. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's not be dumb. You need to pick it up.
At the end of the day, we can all agree Charlie's the man. He's doing his thing.
Thanks, Javon.
X-Men are better than Avengers. And we can all go home and sleep peacefully knowing that. We want to thank everybody who tuned in. Javon, thanks for jumping in on the show. Even though ultimately you still just lost, and that's okay. We still appreciate you jumping in.
Sour grapes flapper over here.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh man, thanks for having me. I was so stoked when you asked me, and I didn't even think about it. I didn't hesitate. Then I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you were like, yeah.
When is that?
Yeah, we're there. What time?
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, he jumped in.
Do I need to put some clothes on?
As Fish has mentioned, also Fish does got a new show running on Tuesdays and Thursdays mornings. You guys definitely want to check that out. And also our girl Fee.
Oh man,
doing her thing now. She's gonna be giving updates on the FSK fan group. She is killing it. I'm so happy to see Fee step into that role. That was awesome. So we've got big things going on. Ryan doing his thing. He's got a nice little project coming that I'm not gonna speak too much on because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah,
I'll talk about
things afoot in Ryan's world over there. There's things coming.
Oh, look at
and
that.
Since he was on, I gotta say, and if you're not following Javon on what he's doing, you should.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Javon's got an awesome podcast. He's part of 2 awesome podcasts. And he's got some
2.5 of
heat.
those.
He's got some heat. So you definitely want to check out Javon. Javon, again, thanks for joining us. You always are an encyclopedia. This man knows every issue of every comic book that's ever came out. I'm not playing.
No.
He knows his stuff.
I thought I knew something. I gave up on that nonsense.
You killed this, bro.
Thank you.
You did a great job. And hey, comment if y'all want to see Fish do a whole series of these because I know I do, and I'm trying to get in his head that on Tuesdays and Thursdays we need to get some more Avengers vs. X-Men picks so I can get the whole setup on my wall. I can't be the only one telling him that, but I need everybody to tell him that.
I got some other stuff I got to do on my show too, though, because I'm going to be rolling up new characters for Green Zone on there. So people that want to join in on the stream, they can, you can comment on these videos, comment on my TikToks, message me whatever you want with superpower ideas. And I'm going to make a list of superpowers right here and roll on Tuesdays for a character because I want to pick original ideas for powers. And most of the time when you go to the list or the books, it's like, okay, these are Batman and Wolverine and Spider-Man and Doc Ock. And like, it's already pre-established things and you can tell who it is when you read it. I don't want that. I want original ideas for powers that we ain't seen before and have to make up something interesting. So
It's gonna be fun. It was a fun show to sit in and watch on. So it was fun.
But it is that time. I'm strict about the 7 o'clock time. So I gotta say, continue to be a 5-star version of yourself. Continue to keep rocking it. Have a good weekend. And you guys enjoy your weekend. Thanks for rocking with us. Thanks for arguing with us. Go Team X-Men. Roll that outro.